What's up, guys? This is Level Up Session 52, Bro Edition.
What up?
What up? We are here. Yeah, super clean, super classy. We are here with Darek, Espen, who's in the land of Warcraft now. We are here with Hemal Patel, with Jonas De Ro, Mathias, and me, Wojtek. So today we are going to do some overpaintings, and Espen is going to play World of Warcraft live.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will try to be a little bit more casual today. So if you will hear some swearing or yeah.
Oh.
Just be merciful.
It was just a mob. I'm sorry. You almost killed me.
Okay, so Espen, what are you doing right now? Is it Norway where you are right now?
Yeah, it's in a cave in Norway.
Okay.
Some orcs invaded Norway, and I'm trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, man, this is pretty fucking epic. We don't have orcs in Poland.
No?
How does it work? No.
They're super angry all the time. They got axes, and
Smashing
we got
things.
machine guns though, but they keep coming at us with axes.
Oh, holy shit. So how do you keep studying art when you have to do all this shit, man?
I got a couple of clones of myself.
Ah, that's convenient.
Espen, you have life figured out, man.
Yeah, alright.
Everything is set. Alright, so anybody who's watching us, if you have any questions, please submit them to the chat. We will try to get over them. And yeah, Darek will start with an overpaint. Some of them will be more in-depth. Some of them will be a little bit more like just point-outs or call-outs. We will try to cover as much as possible. Yeah. So Darek, the screen is yours. You can see your beautiful face. There you go.
All right. I already started. It's from I can't pronounce it, but it's Caglian Grosco or something like this. Sorry if I pronounce it in the bad way. It's quite nice work with quite a lot of details and texturing, but I think it can be a little bit better in terms of composition. So let's think about those characters that are in the corners of picture, and I think that this dragon would focus his sight into only one person, so we can just get rid of the character in the background in the right corner. So it will be very fast overpaint with some corrections. Nothing really fancy. And yeah, if you guys have any questions to any of our guests, any of our bros today, feel free to ask them.
Yeah, so the first question is, why the hell Jonas is here? Because he wasn't supposed to be here. So actually Jonas is in Bucharest right now on the workshop, right? Jonas.
He left, I think.
Yeah, he left, but he rejoined. I can see his...
Yeah, but he told that he has some problems with connection, so maybe...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind. He's not here.
All right, we changed our mind. Yeah, so keep asking the questions. We have like more guests today, and it's like 5 of us. So quite a lot of people to ask the questions.
Espen, Nigel Gira asks, how do you make easy money on WoW?
That's to you.
Yeah, go to the auction house and sell potions and gems and
Oh god damn it, man. That's how you make living in Norway or what?
yeah.
That's pretty fucking epic. I'd love to have some job like that.
It's fun.
Yeah, right? Killing orcs and just selling loot and action.
Yeah.
Sounds epic, man.
Hmm?
Sounds epic.
Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Good. My name is Espen.
So Darek, you are introducing some compositional changes.
Just as I said, it's like it's all very good in terms of details and stuff, the detailing and polishment, but I think that the dragon would have some more focus on one character that is like maybe our protagonist, and it would be better. It's not that distracted in terms of composition. So I don't think it's gonna be anything fancy, but just a warm up.
All right. Another question to you, Espen. When will you launch GGB?
First, I gotta get super good in WoW.
Ah, okay. So you're just making it happen right now.
Yeah, no, seriously. As soon as I have more stuff to teach, not just stuff I'm a little sure about, but more teachers and it's just a group of people that want to join. So I'm not sure. Maybe next year, hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah, man, that sounds good. Looking forward to it. So yeah. That'll be freaking awesome. I love like how our industry is kind of making small communities, or that they are consistently growing, and that wasn't possible a couple of years ago. I don't know, it's maybe because Facebook and YouTube and all these different channels of information that you can actually get knowledge through. It's really awesome to see that, and I love every initiative that is happening on the web right now, considering for example, the group you have created, Espen, the super
speed painting.
Yeah, fun times. That was freaking awesome, and it's still alive and still overpaints coming. Yeah. These groups are still suffering from spam though.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty unavoidable. You're always going to get people that are going to come in and try and promote some weird website or something.
Yeah, it's always like this, man. Actually, when there's like more people, then the more bots are coming, so it's kind of hard to handle it. But it's good that people are posting the reports, like with Level Up, people are reporting the posts all the time. So we are also very thankful for it, because we can just fix the trash all over the place.
Another question: how can I improve my composition skills? Anyone did compositional studies or any sort of exercises?
Do not play World of Warcraft. That's my tip.
First, tip number one.
World of Warcraft time. Do master studies. That's a great way to kind of learn composition from other people who already do it well.
So how do you pick painting? Like, do you focus on something that is like that impresses you, or something that is really just strong in terms of composition, or both? Or how do you keep resources going for this type of studies?
I mean, I would say to do both, but also keep in mind, how you want your work to look like, and so, look at artists that, inspire you and have a look to their work that you would also like to kind of inject into your own work.
Yeah, and that's pretty interesting. Like, you have your own taste, and you can basically pick and choose. You have the whole art history behind you, so you can basically go through it. And there are so many hidden gems around, like some artists that you are unaware of, that they're artists only in some museum somewhere, and it's not available online. That's why I just love to go to museums and check out art there, because it's such a different experience compared to looking at pictures on the internet. So yeah, picking up master studies is a great way to improve. I would say if you can do planar, that would be awesome, because what you have to do is actually make some decisions during the planar painting or drawing or thumbnailing outside. You can do it even in your own house, just creating interesting compositions from shapes or things around you. You just have to figure it out on your own. So when you get at least small sensibility in that field, it's really important to kind of test run your own, skills. Because what I also felt, I was doing a lot of studies, but not a lot of applications, and I still do that, and that's my fault. I don't know. I'm scared. I always hang out with Mathias, and Mathias said to me, "Yeah, good study, but where the fuck is your piece, man?" I'm like, yeah.
Also on the composition subject, in the chat, Kristen Benson has mentioned that Framed Ink is a good book, and I second that. Framed Ink is an amazing book.
Yeah, I third that.
Fourth, that.
Can we get a fifth? No,
Oh,
nobody.
come on, guys.
I fifth that.
Oh, there we go. Awesome.
And I sixth that. And I seventh that.
Another great
And I
book.
ate that.
Science, Espen, science.
Science, man.
Do I need to get drunk or high for this session?
Yes.
Yes.
Both.
Upside down.
Oh yeah, somebody's mentioning. Oh no. Looking for questions now. Dark, if you have anything to add.
Yeah, I'm just playing around with some polishes. Maybe it's too far already. As I told you, I just wanted to make a focus of the dragon, which is like our offensive, or I don't know how to call it. It's like enemy of the procrastinator on the picture. It could be on the mountain instead of two characters that distract a little bit the sight of viewer, and focus only on one thing, on one character that's like maybe will be fighting with this dragon. I can add some additional things like some fumes, something that a little bit put the dragon in the distance on the picture, but I think it's quite what I wanted to just tie to the original creator of the picture. So,
Jonas, how is the workshop? Maybe you can tell a little bit about what's happening out there and what this whole thing is about. Okay, awesome. Jonas, just said a couple of sentences.
Yeah, it's because of shitty connection.
Come on.
That's good. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just owning some noobs in World of Warcraft. That's pretty much...
And your name is Espen?
Name is Zanzibar, the almighty cow. I'm a super strong cow. Like, I usually go around and moo.
God damn it, man.
What the
So
fuck?
you're playing a new expansion set, or?
Yeah, Warlords of Draenor.
And you probably waited in a queue for like a week.
Yeah, pretty much 3 hours yesterday, and
You play from then since, right? You play all the time from yesterday?
the sad thing is that my internet connection is also pretty shit. So after a 3-hour queue, I'm sort of disconnected after 30 minutes. So it sucks, but so far it's been good. 13 minutes, so in 50 minutes I'm gonna get disconnected. Woo!
No frustration included.
Nope, worth the wait.
Of course, you can just moo at people. Fuck, man. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Alright,
relaxing.
I think I'm done with it. I just moved a little bit too cliche with stuff, with fumes and by the way, but I think that's the sense of overall
Alright.
idea. Just
Alright, so I will do a quick overpaint. And guys, if you have any questions, please type them into the chat. And I don't know, Hemal, you can pick the questions from chat and maybe try to keep the discussion going.
Yeah,
Right.
sure. So one question I see a couple people have asked is, when you're just starting out, how do you find work and how do you start charging for money? I mean, charging people money for your work. I would say that it's really important to have an idea of what you're selling, right? So you're running a business, right? So you need to treat it as a business, and you have to know exactly what your product is. So your portfolio needs to be quite strong to start gaining clients, and then you also have to decide, okay, how much am I going to charge for that? And there's many ways that you can kind of figure out exactly how much you're going to charge for your work. How did you guys come about your exact price, and also the look of your portfolio and what companies you wanted to start targeting?
The approaches are really different sometimes. I will start over painting after I'm done with the sentence. But what I noticed, like among really successful artists, is that they get onto the really high level of skill first, and the jobs just
Pops out.
Yeah, exactly. It's because when you are trying to get job super early, for example, your work is kind of good, but it's not grabbing attention as much as other people's work. Then you will get a gig or two, and you'll make some money, but it will be a huge struggle for you to improve during that time, because you will just keep doing other people's stuff, which may be frustrating for you because you will be struggling with a lot of fundamental issues.
Yeah, and usually the stuff you make, it's your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So you are circling around the same subject over and over again.
Yeah.
There is no room for improvement.
Yeah, actually, I noticed there are a lot of people that to do the stuff like Mathias said, they are doing something that is in their comfort zone, but it's somehow connected with companies that they would really love to reach out to. But it's not always like the companies are, looking for someone, and you don't really need to rely on that. If you are keep pushing, working on some Skyrim fan art or something, Bethesda will hire you. It's not that way. You have to try as many things to be as various and show your versatility to the clients, to the opportunities that are coming if you are more versatile, because what client will look into sometimes it's based on your expertises, that you are very well, you are very good in portraits or so. But the more you versatile are, the more opportunities will come to you. So that's the way on. Keep working on very different stuff that you maybe didn't do in the past, but you have to develop to become a better artist, I guess. So.
So talking about this painting, I just waited a bit because I just want to talk a little bit about it. Wait. Okay. So I am really impressed by the small compositions that are happening in this picture, because they're really interesting. Like, I'm talking about the small bits, for example, the small stories like this one, or just this one, or I don't know, even this one. I just feel this is a material for 3 different paintings, and not just a one. So actually, I would just, because it's just too busy. And I don't know where to look at. My eye goes here, kind of there, and here, and I just don't know where to go, because there's so much fleshed out places here. And I love the design sense. This is really awesome, and you can make this work, I know. So it would be really cool for you to decide what the story is about and make it stronger by just getting rid of stuff. So, for example, I really love this part here. So actually, I would make just a whole illustration based on this girl here. The pose is kind of cool. The action is there, and yeah. So, damn, exactly. So maybe I would reframe it.
It definitely needs a stronger focal point, I feel. And the girl's pose is a lot more interesting to me than the guys, so I think she is kind of garnering more attention right now.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe we'll hit a portrait kind of a scenario here, a regular kind of upload style thing, and maybe some sort of tilt to this illustration would work to make it a little bit more dynamic, to create more curves. So if you guys have any thoughts on this, we awesome to hear that. So
yeah, I think that's a good crop, man. And you could probably just get rid of the excess characters.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have to decide how to simplify it in order to make the story you read. Because right now it's kind of still a little bit all over the place. So maybe let's think about foreground, middle ground, background, right? So what's in my foreground, what's in my middle ground, and what's in my background, so I can dictate my value structure from there. So let's say this is my foreground, right? Some guy standing. This spot is maybe a little bit too white. It's getting... We can make some stuff here in the foreground to so let's say, I don't know, there'll be some, maybe a sword in the ground or something. I'm just sketching out, and don't feel bad for sketching like a child over your art. It's just like a sticky note over to just, you know, make some thoughts on the piece and just to remember what I want to do and what I want to change or add for later. So I'm just creating a new layer and kind of noting down, not painting. So this is my shape for the middle ground. Let me change the color here. This is my middle ground. Right.
There are some questions in the chat. Someone sent me a message about commission. Wants my painting for a t-shirt, but only says about crediting me. How should I answer? The thing is, if you really let someone just use your work, and you don't really know in how many numbers they can sell it, and if you let just putting the name on it without the money, it's really up to you if you price yourself or not. And it's like with the commissions, you have to know some range of the price you have to ask for, and it's not like this that someone thinks that you are artist and you can do some cool drawings in 5 minutes and then they can sell it. It's not that way. You have to be aware of it. You have to be aware of how price yourself, and if you are able to make a living from it after you really let people using your stuff for free. So yeah, that's my point of view. What about you guys?
I think easy answer for this. Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, Hemal, let's go ahead.
No, I was just going to second what you said, Darek. I think you have to be really careful about doing that type of thing, because you don't know if some of these people are just trying to take advantage of you. And also, you should value the work that you do. And if you've spent a lot of time, trying to get good at this, then, and this is what you want to do for a living, then you have to charge for your work, and you shouldn't be afraid to price yourself realistically and tell them that if you want me to do work for you, then you have to pay me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's perfectly true.
Right, so what I'm doing now, I'm introducing a foreground element really quickly, and I will focus just on the thumbnail read, I guess. So I'm getting some dark values, and I'm indicating that there's some foreground in here. I didn't like that the ground is creating such a high contrast compared to my foreground, so I'm just creating a gradient to kind of smooth it out from here to here. And knowing that, I want my viewer to focus on her face first, because it's really nicely painted. Here, I would say this will be my focal point, my eyes want to go there first, so that's my decision. And you have to make those decisions during your painting to avoid overworking your piece, and lack of decision may result in the piece we saw just before I started, where everything is so fleshed out that you cannot, you don't know where to look, because everything is as awesome that it's just too awesome, and it just doesn't read. So right now, I just split my composition into just 3 parts, right? So this is my dark value, this will be my my middle value, and this will be my with lighter stuff. So, and here I would like to have the most contrasts just to make the character read. So what's interrupting me right now, I guess, is my background. It creates a lot of noise, so I will just select some background here with a quick selection tool, and I will try to make the background lighter.
There's a question to ask Wojtek, I guess, and Jonas. Do you guys do portfolio reviews? And if not, if something you plan to do in the future for the streams? We had some ideas about it. Mostly when we invited Eddie Benun, our director, who could do some portfolio reviews. So it's definitely the idea that is floating around, that we really think about it for the future. But yeah, for now it's mostly giving a critique. When we have some spare time, we just think to do we just think about doing some overpaints for people, because it's like a lot of people still submitting their art on our email and Level Up group about some corrections. But it's a very good idea, I guess, for doing some reviews for portfolios for future. What do you think, guys?
I think it's a good idea. Actually, I was doing some portfolio reviews today at the Comic-Con, and
nice.
Someone else was asking me, and like personally, I don't like to review stuff that people just send you like through message, like, hey, what should I do to this work?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's kind of pointless to just show one piece and then go like, oh yeah, the perspective's wrong or something.
Yeah.
You have to be able to take the time to look at, someone's, like a range of work, so that you can see what the guy really needs to focus on. So it's important. To be valuable, I think you need to be able to take time. So I think we can do it on the stream, but I don't think it's a good idea for us to do it like individually. At least not.
That's true. Yeah, we can just put some examples from like a whole gallery, and what we really think that this person would push their skill set farther, right? What would be our advice about his route, and not only the one piece that he can forget about the basics and stuff that can be repeated multiple times in the future. So yeah, I think that's a good idea to push it farther.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go. So
Right, man. Yeah,
Alright, man.
Good to have you, man, today.
I miss you already.
Yeah. And Alex and Titus and Noah are saying hi. So.
Hi guys.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Yeah. Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.
See you, man. All right. So what I'm also doing here right now, I feel like we need something more dramatic in terms of light here to make it read a little bit, make the silhouette pop out. It's already pretty smoothly. Maybe this is obscuring the important part a little bit too much. But yeah, it's just for a quick idea where you can take that piece to. So I don't know, maybe we could apply some. You can put some fire, for example, behind, because it looks like it's plays after the battle happened. So I guess there will be some like fire stuff going on. So you can play around with it and put it in the spots you could actually make use of the light it gets. So
yeah, it's much more depth you put into the picture. It would be cool, I guess, if you could show us the previous version.
Oh, I don't have it. I overpainted it. So.
Just from the history, the first step, maybe you have.
Yeah.
That was me. That wasn't me.
No worries, man. No worries. We know that it's you.
This was.
Fucking bastard, man.
Alright.
Yeah,
I noticed that there in the chat there are some people that probably watch us the first time because they are asking about if we had like or if we will have like any 3D artists. So definitely if we can get some of them, we will definitely get them on board. And we had in the past some of the 3D artists. So go into our channel and look at the previous sessions. So you will see how many 3D artists we had so far.
Yeah, so I think I'm done with it. You know, just for a idea where can you take this painting to, and maybe you can think also about the general rhythm of the piece. So I can see the strong flow of this line right now. So maybe this is a little bit close to the edge. So maybe I would crop it maybe just a tiny bit differently like that. And we could heal that and like you see, it's just coming back to this really first step, which is thumbnailing and figuring out the composition and what works and what doesn't, and yeah, focusing on one thing as well, like one story you want to tell, not 10,000, because it's all about making your viewer, your audience, understand what you're trying to tell. So if you're trying to tell 10 different stories at the time, imagine you trying to tell, I don't know, your friend 10 stories at the same time. It's not possible. You just have to start in one place and in another and kind of evolve, right? So maybe this is an idea for a couple of illustrations you can do, showcasing a couple of characters during this battle, right? But when you will try to get 10 or 15 stories told at the same time, it's not going to work. Same about the details. I like the design sense you have here, for example. It's really cool to see like organic ornaments and stuff like that. Maybe it's a little bit too much overall. Maybe you should just create some rest somewhere, but yeah, I think that's it. And
I would like to tell one thing about this picture yet.
Yeah.
Because you just mentioned about some histories on pictures, and I imagine that some of the artworks needs to tell more than one or two or even 5 history.
Yeah.
Especially it comes to the warfare pictures, like big battles and stuff, and you still can hide some of like a 10 stories, but you have to know how to do it, and if you don't know how to convey it in very simple way with 2 or 3 characters, you will not do it right with 20 characters. And for instance, I would suggest you to look at amazing painters like Karl Korpinski, I guess. He's doing a lot of Warhammer stuff and all of the battlefield pictures. With a lot of characters, and if you look at them quite closer, you can see that some of the characters are having their own story, their own fight, their own expression, and it all comes together into one very consistent picture. So you maybe should be somehow inspired by those guys. So look at this, how they achieve it, and then decide if you can afford on it, because yeah. It's like Wojtek said, if you are not able to show something with 2 or 3 characters, you will not be able to show it with multiply characters. So
yeah, exactly. So that's my point with it. Try something. I don't know. I tend to go very dramatic with these pieces. So it's not the direction you may want to go through, but it's just an idea where how to extract from what you send us, and yeah, how to proceed. All right. So that's it for me. Nice. Who wants to do an overpaint next? Anyone?
I can jump in.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome, yeah. So there's one interesting question yet about the values. When working with value, how to make the image look interesting? I seem to find it easier to make things pop with color. I think it's kind of illusion in terms of colors, because with values, what I would recommend you is just working with like a mid-tones all the time, and only the things that you really want to attract viewer to look at, you can pop out with some more highlight parts or just darken parts, and this would be your guide of managing the values, because there's nothing like a big key for it. It's like around, it's all about just the balancing with values, and the more you play with mid-tones, and then you can just highlight something or just darken something. It's just that fragment and that part of the picture that you want to make a focal point. So that's the thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Yeah, just again, it goes back to.
Yeah, and I remember when I was hanging out with Wojtek and I was doing some portrait, and you were just the same. It's like we just came back to the very mid-tone structure, and then the highlights were left only on the end part, right, to make it more interesting. But throughout the whole process, we've been working with mid-tones and just to not exaggerate, right?
Yeah, maintaining your full value structure basically is really important, and yeah, I remember doing that overpaint again, and yeah, it was pretty cool to exchange. We should do it more often, man. We should overpaint our own work more often and kind of benefit from that.
Yeah,
cool.
Exactly.
Oh, there you go, Emu. So, what's the piece about?
So this piece is basically a path through the forest that is leading to this door in the background. I'll show you what we started with. So this was the original we started with, and I think in the level up session, let's see who submitted this one.
Matthias, are you there?
Yeah, I'm working on the overpaint.
Okay.
All the
yeah,
layers,
because I found quite interesting questions, so maybe any of you guys would just reply. Kristan is asking, I'm setting myself up for freelance. I realize until I get more recognition, I will do some work I don't want to do. I've noticed sites such as Elance, Church. Which site is the best to find work? What do you think, guys?
So the pages and the websites, right? Yeah. Freelancer or Elance, it's a trap. It's a trap. It's you don't want to go there. And I would say you just have to.
LinkedIn is really cool for finding jobs.
What's really cool again?
LinkedIn.
Oh, LinkedIn. Yeah, exactly. It got me a few jobs.
But what I noticed, LinkedIn is like also kind of tricky because it comes to the situation when you have like a little bit more things to show in your portfolio, and you can just write in some client list, and then the headcount.
Yeah, when you already have, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is more like for the people who want to make a step farther, even when they are already professionals, right?
Yeah. That's true.
I think a lot of headhunters, and I find once the guy who is a headhunter, and he help prepare your portfolio and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And he's connected with big companies, so he's helping you prepare the portfolio and interview for that company, and he's really successful.
Nice, great to hear, man. Yeah, it's like we can't just say what's the place is the best. Whatever you try, whatever you show your works, whatever you do is only good for you. Just keep doing it, and if you can't find the work, maybe you should do something like a lot of guests in the past already recommended to our reviewers. If you really like some of companies, maybe do some works that fit or suit to their projects, and they try to reach out to them. It's like if you don't try, you will never know. It's not like this that they always come to you. It's like it can be an accident that they find you. It's wherever. Just keep trying and you will get there. So
what's really became somewhat a rule sometimes is that you tend to do art tests for full-time positions, and for freelance it's more like you just getting a gig. So for example, if you apply to a studio, expect that if they are hiring, they're probably hiring because some kind of a project, and you will I'm pretty sure you will get to do an art test that will be in a theme of the particular project that you will work on, because they just want to see if you're capable. And first they will judge if you are even capable of doing an art test by the stuff you submitted, your portfolio basically. So that's how I think the full-time job.
You have to be aware of it. You have to be aware also that if you apply to some company, and if they give you an artist, you will probably not be paid. So you have to rely on it, and you have to do your best if you really want to get there. So
and
there's no like.
And it's not like they're getting art for free or something. It's just you don't have to be scared. If the company is big and known, that there's no worries that they will steal your art. And make sure to, I don't know, when you are trying to apply somewhere, ask your friends or anybody maybe that's working in the industry about the opinion about the particular company. So I just want to go back, rewind a bit, considering the LinkedIn and how to get jobs and add-ons and freelancer and all that. So LinkedIn can get you jobs, but I think it's more effective for people that are actually have some experience already, right? So you have some job done. It may not be the biggest jobs ever, but it's actually showing your experience off, so it's all right. But what if you don't have anything and you want to get work? So I would do that. I told it a couple of times already, but I would take your artwork and I would go to ArtStation, print screen the main page, the grid or the mosaic. I just print screen it, paste into the Photoshop, and just replace the thumbnail of your work with one of the thumbnails that are in the top row.
Yeah. And
then close your eyes for 10 seconds, open them, and if your art stands out as not being, good enough, or ask a friend, does it look coherent? Does this ArtStation page looks good? And they will tell, hey man, this piece is not working. Then you know.
That's a good idea.
I think it's quite a good idea, because the sites like ArtStation, they just want to promote the stuff, but you have to be aware that if you want to get there, you have to somehow show something that people will like, right? It's like you have to. Actually, we just encourage to post as much stuff everywhere, like on ArtStation or DeviantArt or whatever, just to get some feedback from people maybe, and it will keep you going. So.
And the industry is small, so if you are doing a solid work and you are putting a good quality artwork out there, I'm sure you will get recognition. Yeah. I'm sure if you're consistent with that, there's no way people will miss you, because there are jobs to do in this industry and somebody has to do it, and there are people constantly looking for new people to do work, and I experienced it myself. If you will just put work out there that is good enough, that capture people, and that is, I don't know, it's yours. You know what I mean? It's your idea, it's your interpretation, or it's honest, basically. People will feel it, and it will probably become better because there's your heart in it. So, that's what I would do. I would go back and focus on improving instead of looking for clients. You will save yourself a tremendous amount of time, but just going back. figuring out what I want to do, maybe focusing only on this part, figuring out what company I want to work for, and not applying right away, but maybe thinking, all right, maybe I should go back. Of course, if you feel confident enough, you can apply. Your art is good enough. There are some people, of course, that are ready for it, so just go for it.
Yeah.
But if your art is kind of inferior to and maybe people just don't want to look at it, I would say, yeah, you kind of have to step back and find joy in the journey. Let's say it's always a journey. You will never feel accomplished, I would say. There will be some points when you will feel, oh yeah, I made it, but most of the time, just keep doing the same thing, which is just
and sometimes it happens like when the big companies reach out to you, and maybe they could ask you for artists as well, and if you agree, and if you do it, if you put a lot of effort in it, and you still won't be there, they still won't hire you, just never give up, never take it also very personal, because there's like plenty of things we don't really know about, the hiring people and stuff. So it doesn't really need that you didn't pass it. It can happen that some of the position was freeing up or other stuff. They don't have the budget. So don't really take anything that much personal, and keep improving, because that's the way you can get there and never give up.
So going back to Hemal, can you talk a little bit about what you're doing right now?
Yeah, definitely. So basically, I think one of the main things that needed to be slightly adjusted was the color. Because if you look at reference of forests, you'll see that in the shadows are a lot bluer than what you had in the original picture, where it's mostly greens and reds. So I try to introduce a little more blue into the shadow, and I also moved this rock in the middle over to the side and made it slightly larger, because I felt like it would be an interesting foreground element.
Mm-hmm.
Added in a path, which actually needs a little bit more work. Just kind of adding something to kind of lead your eye through the picture. And it's a pretty generic idea, just having a path, and then it's not very unique, but I think it's
yeah, it does the job.
Yeah, it does the job. It works. Also, I tried to stylize the shape of this tree a little bit more. Still needs some work. Maybe give it a more interesting shape.
Yeah, it looks like it's a kind of a style study of Ghibli studio work, right? So I would say they are gods of stylization, and Mathias, the guy who's with us today, is doing a lot of stuff like that, right?
Actually, yeah. And I think the main problem with this work is inconsistently lighting. There is rim light everywhere.
Yeah.
And when you saw the stuff by Obukazuo, he's really cautious about lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of middle values and playing with gradients. And we have here lots of highlights and lots of really hard shadows. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point about the rim light. I think paying attention to the direction that the light is coming from will give you a better idea of really where your shadows are going to be and where the rim light is actually going to be. So if we look at this tree, and if we have a shadow on this side of the tree, then the light is going to be coming from this direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there wouldn't be a rim light on this side of these branches. And actually, most of those branches would be in shadow.
All right.
There is quite, sorry Wojtek, there is quite interesting question. So I just ask it and leave it to you guys.
Okay, one moment, man. One moment.
Yeah,
Just a little bit of silence. Just a little. Espen. Espen, are you there?
I forgot I was on. I'm sorry.
That's what I thought, man. How is
Yeah,
your
yeah.
cow? How's your cow going? Is it still running and moving?
Yeah, I just zoned out, man. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. You are next for an overpaint, man.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
there
Because
is no way back, man. You have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So, let the Hemal finish, and we have question after that. Espen, yours. So, Darek.
Yeah. So, guys, I will ask you, and then maybe I can answer from my experience.
Yeah.
How much does language barrier affect getting a job? For example, in interviews, understanding what employer asks for.
There you go. Yeah, us. We are here, and only Hemal is native English speaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Espen, you are Norwegian, so
Yep.
you speak English natively there, right?
No, Norwegian, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we're all either Polish or Norwegian, or yeah, exactly. So Hemal is speaking English. So okay, we will have both point of view. So maybe Darek can start.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of hard because when I started using my English, it was like around a year ago, when I had the preparation to my trip to USA, and I just reached out to Wojtek about some stuff to just get there, some questions and stuff, and I wasn't using the English that much. We were around, we've been doing around 2 or 3 sessions of that before it, and I felt very uncomfortable. But actually, the thing is, when you challenge something, when you challenge yourself, you will become more confident with it. And I'm in UK right now. I still feel a lot of barrier with staff and in the studio, and communication is getting much better, of course, from the day after day. But it's still not that I'm talking like a native guy. So it all comes with practice. It all comes with you never give up, and you can't be resigned from if you can't really speak in English, because it's the same thing why like English guys should know the Polish. They would break their tongues, man. So it's like we should just try to improve. It's like with art. When you are here, when you are in England, you speak a lot in English all the time, and it's getting better. If you don't have the chance, if I was in Poland all the time, I've tried to hang out with guys who speak in English, like Jonas, like we've been speaking with Wojtek and other guys. So it really helped. But you have to be aware, if you are not that good, if you feel that you have some barriers, you just need more practice. And when I was on interview with Sony, I was a little bit more relaxed because it was like 2 months ago. So it was not that bad, I guess. Sometimes I was like, what are you talking to me? The first interview was via Skype, so I heard them not that clear, because they had like air condition in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what the fuck, they are talking to me all the time. I couldn't even hear them. But you shouldn't even be confused about asking them, can you repeat, can you talk a little bit slower, because I'm not from England, I'm not native speaker and all that stuff. So basically just be yourself and try to improve, try to learn that language, because at some point you will have to use it at some point if you want to be a concept artist that those around the world or anything. Just you have to use somehow international language, because you can't just talk in Polish with Polish in France or UK. It's like impossible. So yeah, it's me. It's like never give up and try to
Never
improve.
give up. You.
Never say never.
Yeah.
I know what's worse though. I know what's worse. You know what? Having a job interview in English.
With French guy.
Yeah, with a French guy and a Polish guy.
All right.
It's awesome, right? Yeah, it's really hard to communicate. So there were situations then, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, of course. But it's really, man, you're improving so much. It's really like we are all learning from each other, and yeah, man, you're improving a lot. And I bet your English will improve even more because you're in the UK right now. So yeah. Still, after all, we are here to do painting, designing, whatsoever. So as long as the brief is understandable and you're good to go. You just have to communicate on a level that your ideas are getting through, and either if you work in the studio or...
Sorry for interrupting. It's like it's also with what I said. It's never try to give up, because when I had to take care of the stuff like insurance in here, I was so fucking scared to just make a calls in England, because the British people just, man, it's like very it's not easy to understand them. So I just send them emails, and I felt very comfortable, you know. Mm-hmm. And at some point I had to make some calls, and it's not that scared. It's not like, oh man, I will not understand it. You can just always say like, okay, could you please repeat it to me once again, because I can't understand you. And it's not like, you know, that they will tell you, oh fuck you. So,
you know, Darek, fuck you. That's it. End of the conversation. Good fucking bye. All right. So Espen, let's jump to your screen.
Okay.
So thanks Hemal, for an overpaint.
No problem.
So I've been working on this one piece by I can't remember the name. I'm sorry. I'll show you in a second. This piece. So I extended the canvas a little more just to give the castle some room. And then I went into 3ds Max and just made a bunch of quick models to throw over. So I'm just gonna try to focus on that. Try to give the picture some more depth, some more realism. Use photos. It's always a good thing if you want to create something believable. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't know. Sure, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Norwegian Photoshop.
Yeah, log means layer, so that's the first lesson.
That's convenient. Yeah, my first work at my first job, my first day at work, goddammit, was I had a Photoshop in French, and God, I couldn't understand. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, so you are deconstructing the composition. Basically, you're creating the same composition but with your own shapes, your own models, and the color scheme is still the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Trying to focus or give the picture a stronger focal point behind the castle. You got the gate now, but I want to behind the castle make some sort of opening in the sky, pretty much. So that's what I'm gonna do.
So where are you getting the assets from to build quickly these type of block meshes or quick scenes in 3ds Max?
I just I go to CG textures. So like this one house is just a square and a bunch of soft boxes with hay on and some planks and some windows. So it's pretty simple. It's just look up basic tutorials for 3ds Max, pretty much. yeah. So yeah, how about World of Warcraft though? Is there? Am I the only one who's playing it?
Yeah, I guess.
I've actually never
I
played
would
it.
love to take some rest and just play something. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, it looks freaking awesome. The trailer, cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
The juice, man. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, Blizzard is the best.
Yeah, right. Are you guys excited about the Overwatch thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
you bet.
I love the idea of kind of a Team Fortress, but from Blizzard, and then expanded on that. I know how good they are with gameplay, kind of balancing out the experience in terms of like classes and everything. So that will be good. When is it coming out? Or
The beta is coming out in 2015, I think. I'm not sure about the full game.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. Okay, let me look up questions now.
Yeah, someone is telling that he's also playing World of Warcraft right now. So
Hell yeah, man!
after the session, you can just meet up, Espen.
Yeah, add me on Battle.net. Let's have some fun times.
Play Diablo?
Fun times. What ammo?
You ever play Diablo?
Yeah.
I used to play that game religiously.
Yeah, the second one, Diablo
Yeah.
2. Yeah. Oh man, it's a good one.
Someone is asking if Espen is working on Windows XP.
Yeah, I used the classic.
Yeah. Just to make a performance better, right?
Yeah.
So guys, while we are talking about games, so how much games influence your art? Maybe that's a good question.
Nice question.
Have you ever found that the games you played or the studios you admire are influencing your art style, or you kind of find an inspiration somewhere else?
Yeah, that's a good question. Espen, what do you have to say?
Hello. I'm just so focused. I'm so sorry. It's not good. But Blizzard cinematics inspire me the most, pretty much. So I try to have some sort of realistic style with a touch of
Stylization.
yeah, pretty much, and saturated colors, and like I love Blizzard and I love Ghibli, so I'm sort of in a tantrum there. But so everyone's like 1 week I'm super into Ghibli and I will paint a bunch of Ghibli stuff, and the other week I'm into Blizzard, so kind of schizo there, but it's fun. Keep stuff interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and actually, when Mathias was visiting my place, there's just that awesome exhibition of Ghibli stuff here in Paris. Until I think March 2015. So.
Oh man, I'm so jealous.
And the art books are gone, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, are they gone?
I saw some post on Facebook, and there is no left.
Oh, god damn it! They were super cheap, like 25 euro or 30 euro, and super fat and like full of not Ghibli backgrounds, but layouts, which are, I think, even more fun to look at if you understand them properly, because they showcase the movement of the camera, the layers, what layer obscures another, and the storytelling, and you have all the notes in there, and really, it's freaking awesome. You can look it up on Google, and it's also a good way to learn, to get like compositions from there or ideas for your own illustrations. They tend to be really good in terms of composition and storytelling. So if you will Google just Ghibli Studio layouts, and you will learn what particular definition means. For example, how the background obscures another layer, and how the camera moves, the speed, everything is noted on these layouts, and they're really awesome. So yeah, if you guys are around Paris, that's a must-see thing for sure. And going back to that question about games, Darek, do you have any games you played before that influenced your art?
Actually, I'm only lately I'm only the FIFA player.
Okay, so that didn't influence you.
I don't think it would influence me in any way, since there is still buggy and stuff. But I played in Alien Isolation like a month ago, and yeah, the way they did the lighting effects is like just outstanding, and there's a lot of interiors in the game that you could just make a screenshot and try to paint it, or just base on it in terms of design, because I know that a lot of amazing concept art was done for this production, and the overall concept mind behind the game was amazing and kept the old spirit of Alien. So I'm kind of addicted to Alien, so definitely it's a big inspiration for me if I have a chance to play in some game that really looks like my like my inspiration that I come from the that I get from the movie, or from the stuff, and I can really have a chance to immerse into world as me as a player, and I can really feel that atmosphere and the mood. So
the
yeah,
light is super good, man.
Yeah.
Either in movies and in the game, it's just top.
That's just totally something different, and it's still like an old good sci-fi, but with the elements of play of the light and the shadows is just amazing. So yeah. So I saw that you, Wojtek, did the Ellie fan art last time as well. So it also shows that like you played with in The Last of Us, was really it really shows that it influenced us somehow, and in the spare time we just try to do something that really keep us going. Because
it's just that you do all that stuff every day that is not really connected with what you want to do. I mean, just you do work, right? It's not.
But
it's not the thing you want to do. So after what?
Yeah, I understand what you mean, because after 8 hours, 5 days per week, you just want maybe some switch in the subjects, right?
Yeah, exactly. To play around with the characters you like, or your own stuff, or I just finished the game and I felt, hey, I feel like painting a portrait, so why not Ellie, right? I like the character. I like that she's one of the strongest female characters in games, period, and she's not sexualized. So that's an achievement, actually, in the game industry. I think it's remarkable, really, and I would love to see more of that, so I hope there is a second part coming. I hope. Not sure if the same characters, but I hope there will be something going on in this universe.
Hopefully, the more production that makes you somehow connected with the emotions of the characters would be really nice to see on the market, because there are still a lot of games like that doesn't make any sense for you. So
all right,
you only get frustrated, like I am all the time in FIFA, and just wearing and just destroy them.
Man, I remember you playing in your underpants, playing FIFA with
man, I just destroyed like 3 or 4 joysticks through the year. It's a fucking achievement, man.
All right, guys. So Espen, you're done, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to add some balance. So I'm gonna.
Actually, I cannot see your screen. It's keep turning off, so that's why I felt you're done, because there's nothing going on. So maybe you just hit stop broadcasting or something.
Oh shit!
You can reshare the screen.
Is it back on?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, keep going.
Yes, I'm just trying to add some balance in the picture. Like that's kind of my fault since I expanded the canvas, but just trying to add some balance so that the side is not so empty. So I'm just adding a little bush here, I'm not sure what more. Some mountains in the back, not to make it look so plain. And yeah, just test out.
Yeah, man, it looks good. So you are picking textures from CG Textures, and these are keyed out trees, or you just key them out on your own?
Yeah, I use this. It's of course. It's been a while since I used an English Photoshop, so I don't know the word, but in Norwegian it's fargeområde, and yeah, color
range.
What was it? Color range. Yeah, thanks. That's what I use. I can try to do it again. Just color range, pick the white, play with the tolerance, and then you'll mask it out.
Yeah,
and then just delete it, and try to darken it a little more because the edges are not that strong. And there you have it, a keyed out bush. You
Awesome.
put it on top of the mountain
Great.
or the castle, like here.
It
Oh,
looks
look at
like
that,
a
cool.
hair.
I think there is some sort of bush. Yeah. Ah, sweet.
There is that cool. There is that artist that is a matte painter for Blizzard Cinematics, and he was releasing tutorials on matte painting.
Yeah,
Anybody?
Anthony F. DeCari.
Yeah, that guy.
There you go. Yeah, his tutorials are awesome. The matte paintings ones. God damn it, they're so awesome. Yeah, tons of great tricks and workflows for matte painting approach, like how to work with photos properly and still maintain good composition and light. It's really awesome. Yeah, I will post the link to his tutorials on our Level Up group events.
Yeah. Are any questions?
Questions, please.
All right, there is a question specifically to Wojtek. With your portraits, I've noticed that the edge is sometimes smooth and blurry. What technique are you doing? I think that you also show it at some point on Level Up, Wojtek, right?
Oh yeah, at some point. Actually, I'm heavily influenced by the knowledge I got at Wott's Atelier, where Hamu was learning for much more than I was, and he was an instructor there as well. And
I was just a co-instructor for one semester.
yeah, but still, you kind of raised above the student kind of a level, right? How long have you been studying there?
I was there for a while, 4.5 years.
Yeah, 4.5 years. There you go. I was there for 3 months, so just for a comparison, right? So yeah, I guess this comes out from the edge control basically, and knowledge about the form, where you can play around with the edge, and you have to define first what the edge is. The edge is the contrast between two values, right? So you have to know. Have to control.
Yeah, and the guitarist.
What?
The guitarist in U2.
Yeah.
His name is The Edge.
Awesome.
I thought that was the question. I thought we talked about music now. I'm sorry.
There you go. So yeah, I guess it just comes down to understanding the basic form, and when I found out that I can play around with edges, I thought, why not? It gives that really nice expressive feeling, and it's mostly what I do is just losing edges where I can, and while maintaining a structure. So the structure is still readable, even though the whole picture is blurry with only like 3 or 4 hard edges. And after studying masters, I kind of picked up where can I put hard edges on the face. For example, the eyebrow, right? You have eyebrows, and there are tons of places you can put hard edge, like high contrast edge, in there. And every artist do it in different way, and you can look at Elf Green, you can look at Sargent, you can look at Zorn, you can look at Lipking, and you can see all these guys do it differently, and it still looks good. So it's about your taste, and there are tons of stuff. If you will just be aware of that, okay, I want to pick the edge control from this guy, and you see, all right, so actually the whole mouth of this girl is almost blurred, right? It's extremely good value control from this guy, and only one sharp edge indicates that there is a pinch. And there you go. The mouth is like alive. So yeah, I would say come back to the basic fundamentals, understanding how the core shadow works, how the shadow, bounce light, terminator, all that, just basic knowledge, and then go back to master studies and look at all these guys that did it before us, and they are awesome at this. And yeah, I guess that's
cool,
it.
Man. Very nice. And I have a question that maybe we can direct to Hemal.
Yeah.
In terms of improving color, what are the best ways to go about this? Studies, theory, or just practice? I think that maybe you could also give some examples in terms of the resources that you use, and yeah, just feel free to tell us anything.
Yeah, I think a large part of learning color is or natural color and how to make your paintings feel more natural and realistic is to study life and to paint from life. And like we said earlier, I had about 4 years experience in school, life drawing and painting, and you really have to just practice a lot to understand how light reacts with different materials and textures in the real world, and exactly what it is you're looking at when you're doing these paintings and how to reproduce that in your work. You could also do photo studies as well, but you have to find the right photos, and to know what the right photos are, I think takes experience as well as knowledge of how light works. There's a really good book on light by James Gurney. It's called Color and Light. I think is that the name? Color and Light?
Yeah.
Yes. Practical color.
Yeah, that book is amazing for essentially learning any about any interesting thing that could occur as far as light goes, and just understanding why you're seeing what you're seeing,
Mm-hmm.
and how to correctly paint that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the Lean Run tutorial about color was eye-opening, because it was really Photoshop focus, how to achieve the natural hue shifts and stuff like that. So I think it's a great resource too.
Yeah, because it actually showed how to use your tool, which you're mainly using. So it was like passing through the knowledge that is not abstract, but it's direct. Yeah, Lean Run tutorial, really awesome. Mathias, can you post it to the event page?
Yeah,
I
sure.
bet you have it. Just post it there. And Hemal, post a Color and Light link, maybe to Amazon, all right? We'll just keep the resources going, so you can always go back to the event page and find them. Yeah, Espen, it looks freaking awesome, man.
Some of the people ask if it's Espen overpainted or other painted.
Yeah, this is totally an other paint. I'm sorry. It's,
But it really showcased how you can execute the same idea, the same composition, but with a different approach, and
yeah, it's amazing.
that's brilliant for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Okay, so the link is on the event page.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Espen, that was great. Really, make sure to post before and after.
Yes.
Be mind-blowing. It was awesome to see your workflow again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Can I go back to playing World of Warcraft now?
Yeah, you earned it, man.
Yeah, you are free, man. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye. Hello.
Matthias, you are doing an overpaint as well?
Yeah, I finished quite a while, so I can talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, so the screen sharing. Full screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So okay, so this is one of the paintings. Actually, no overpainting. So I take this area and zoom it because the composition was a little bit better. Yeah,
Good.
Who's doing sound effects? Is that
Inception button.
Wojtek?
Inception buttons ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So first of all, the rocks looks like Play-Doh, not like. Second thing. So I separate light and shadow. Sorry for my lack of fancy words.
It's okay, man.
Where is the image speaks to yourself itself?
Oh, okay.
It's great, man.
So I will be turning on the layers. So, okay, so I delete this arc because I don't like it. It ruins this composition. Literally.
There you go, Kamal.
So yeah,
There you go, Camel.
so we have the focal point in one of the third. Blah blah blah. Little bit of fog to separate the planes. I changed a little bit of clouds because when we see the first one, the clouds are a little bit the same, like blobs of, you know. Wait a second. Like shit. Like this, and again, 1, 2, 3, like staircase. It's
Okay.
Awesome, man.
So I changed the clouds to a little bit more natural. There was a question about juice and color in under this this piece. So really simple way to add this vibrance. It's one of this lean run trick is to take this color and when you go to color picking, you are in here, so go to here. You have really weird color, but the same value. So if we take this blue, we add this color shifts, you know.
All right. So you're basically
And we have the same, almost the same value. You know. So this is from this Linron tutorial. So I add this violet, little bit of violet, and this red in the rocks, with and without. So we have this vibrance. A little bit more, define shapes, and I add a little bit of you know, light. When we see the navigator, I always have the open navigator to see the whole composition, so we make it a little bit stronger. And I delete this shape because it was not that necessary, and I changed the length of the pillar because it was the same like this one and this. Wait a second. Why am I painting this?
Yeah.
Oh, why it's not red? Oh, okay. So this one and this one was the same height, so yeah, it was not good for me. So this is it.
Awesome, man.
Looks great.
Yeah, it really showcases how to pull off the desert piece, how to
Yeah, I
get
love it.
juice going. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the before and the after.
Nice, yeah. I like
Yeah.
how you build up the structure of the rocks. It's like in the first version, it was a little bit
Yeah,
like a drapery.
It's like
You know what I
play,
mean?
like plastiline
Yeah.
or noodles, spaghetti noodles.
Yeah, and I think it's because there's no clear separation between light and shadow, right? There's just midtones everywhere without
Yeah, exactly.
clear separation. Yeah.
In black and white, it's like
And even the shapes, even
Yeah, the
it's all
shapes
about
are
shape
like,
as
yeah.
well. The shapes of the structure of the mountain is a little bit, fluid, like a fussy. I don't know how to call it.
Uh-huh. What's the sound?
I don't know. It's like someone just messaging all the time.
probably Espen is leveling up.
Yeah, it's my pants party.
Yeah, that's
Each
awesome.
time, yeah, each time somebody RSP, I get this bring, and goodbye.
All right, guys. There's one thing I wanted to show from my own. Oh, there you go. That was fucking ridiculous. Somebody asked about that portrait I did, the alley. I posted work in progress shot, but actually I just wanted you to learn on my mistakes, and I just want to show you something. So I have two files here. This is basically, is it on my screen?
Yeah, it's on.
There you go. Yeah, so this is the point I shared the work in progress from. Like, this was the shot, right? And from there, I kind of liked it, and I wanted to go on detailing. I have like all sorts of issues here that I have to address, so I kept detailing the face and stuff. So what happened after made me abandon this piece because I have devoted so much time into something that wasn't successful, at least to me, that I just abandoned it. So I just kept working, and I ended up here, which is I got into crazy amount of details here, just fucking ridiculous, and I just forgot about what this piece was kind of about, I just kept painting, still on the face, like this area I haven't really changed, but I just kept pushing and pulling something that was already working here.
It was amazing in the previous one.
The face was kind of working, and I started like changing it, pushing and pulling, creating, more contrasts, more stuff, and I was like, so much time, and I was like, okay, I think I just have to let it go. So I don't think I'm going to finish it, but I did it because I learned something, which is sometimes what happens intuitively is better than sometimes that is fleshed out and you're attached to it only because you put X amount of time into it. I still kind of like it, but I'm aware of the mistakes, and I just got too emotional about it. So just a couple of words from me, and yeah, beware, guys. You don't want to polish everything. Sometimes it's good where it stays, with the character, with the looseness and the drama I have. First place. Yeah, that was it.
Don't overwork your work.
What?
Basic. Don't overwork your work. Basically.
Yeah, man, that's a perfectly built English sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, don't overwork. Exactly.
Or don't never give up forever.
No. I have to tattoo it on my fucking forehead, man.
Yeah.
Never give up forever.
Don't never give up forever.
Good saying.
I think somebody will just take that snippet of you saying that, loop it, and put it online.
Please don't.
Please don't do it. It's happening right now, probably. It's
Yeah.
probably happening right now. Alrighty, guys. I think that's it for today. So, if you guys like what we are doing, please subscribe to the Level Up channel. The button is below. We'll announce the next event pretty soon. And today we were here with Espen.
Hey.
And
Hey.
and Matthias and Jonas, which went to drink some beers during the session. Yeah, I'm really grateful you guys joined us. You know what? Actually, there are like 300 people watching us today, so I guess that would be the kind of noise you would get when I would.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the point when I think we have to wrap up because it gets kind of weird. And we tried to get some overpaints going today. Hope you guys liked it. Yeah, that's it. See you guys next week.
Yeah, see you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, man. Yeah, guys.